as well. So these are all from the Strange Sounds Twitter page, so you can check them out there. An Arctic bloom back on October 21st. Flowers and rich vegetation blossoming only 1,000 miles away from the North Pole surprise scientists, which there's a lot of things right now happening that surprise scientists. And the next article, we have massive sinkholes that are popping up, swallowing and shrinking the Dead Sea. You can see the images shown here. Quite incredible. And a baby born without genitalia, I'll just say, in Turkey. Without the male genitalia. The male reproductive organ. Dong, basically. A colossal giant from the deep ocean just wounded a huge great white shark. Now, that's making scientists wonder what the HE double hockey sticks made those enormous bite marks on its head. A colossal giant great white shark was wounded by something even larger. Space rocks twice the size of Earth, the Eiffel Tower, actually swung by the Earth last week, and the ozone hole over the Antarctic is the smallest on record due to an unusual weather phenomenon called sudden stratospheric warming. And on to Australia, unusually strong positive Indian Ocean dipole or weather phenomenon triggers severe droughts in Australia and India this summer, and in Europe as well. It triggers an Indian summer in Europe, Indian summer is the phenomenon. They also have that here in the United States as well. This weather phenomenon is triggering severe droughts throughout the country of Australia. California, by the way, they're burning in the dark. They are just burning everywhere. There was a sad story of multiple elderly people that had no help, and they were just all falling all over each other in nursing homes and yelling for help. You could hear them hollering for help, and they were just in pitch black. Some have died, and the others I haven't heard anything about. So nursing homes and hospitals, elderly people were just left and in the dark. More earthquake activity in California. They discovered a larger subduction zone, and the dangerous Hayward Fault is overdue for a strong earthquake. Ancient giants roam the earth, no doubt, as enormous skeletons are discovered around this world all of a sudden. They're discovering large giant skeletons once again. Can't believe they're actually sharing that information. Google says it's actually achieved quantum supremacy with the prototype computer. Interesting. An earthquake triggers dangerous landslides at Mount Washington volcano in Kadavu, Fiji. So another volcanic eruption, but these are back from October 24th. This town disappeared overnight in huge earth cracks in Peru, caused by landslides. And the Cascadia subduction zone is way under monitored. We should be monitoring it a whole lot more. And a G1 magnetic storm actually happened on October 24th. Left coronal hole spews solar wind in our direction, as you can see right there. Not much was stated about it in the news. None was stated. Geologists in Hawaii are closely monitoring and watching a glowing lake in the Kilauea volcano for any potential signs that it could blow its top again. And this was unusual for this time of year. Unusually early snowfalls took place in Texas and Oklahoma. They had to cause road and school closures back 6 days ago. And 6 days ago, the Pinton de los Furenes volcano in the Pacific Ocean has started erupting again for the 5th time this year. There's some pretty awesome videos coming in to Twitter. And that new windstorm making the worst Santa Ana winds and fire dangers over the weekend that California supposedly has ever seen, creating up to 80-mile-per-hour winds. And lightning killed 150 people suddenly in India and killed 60 cows in Nicaragua and 44 in Nigeria. I don't know if they mean 44 people or cattle. Lightning has been very devastating worldwide recently. And the Samsung Space Selfie satellite crashed onto Michigan's property. PG&E has been shutting off millions of people's power across California right now. Gonna have to plug my phone up. Let me grab the charger really quickly. And as you can see here, the governor has issued a statewide emergency for the state of California. It's really getting rough there in the state of California as these Santa Ana winds are wreaking havoc with these fires. 93 mile per hour winds in the fire zone, causing havoc across, well, Sonoma County, but also most of California. Now, the Arctic cold and 2 rounds of snow actually took place about 4 days ago from west into the plains and the upper Midwest. That the same frigid temperatures are taking place in Europe at the exact same time. We're experiencing the cold right now for sure. 250 scientists and doctors have issued severe warnings on 5G risks and dangers, and they called for a moratorium on the rollout of 5G. So, in a time they did some studies on this and took it seriously. Massive sinkhole swallowed up a city bus in Pittsburgh 3 days ago. Just more of the... Check this purple lobster. It's a 1 in a million catch. A very rare, very purple lobster was caught in Maine. Quite a psychedelic lobster there. And these fires, they say, are the scariest, and just... They claim that these fires, and they are quite frightening, they are the most, they call them the hellish and heckish fires that were just devastating. They looked like a nightmare. They looked like lava as they moved across California. It looks like they're literally under a volcano that's erupting. That was an image out of Los Angeles. And the Pineapple Express is bringing record cold temperatures, they said, to Alaska as of 2 days ago before record warmth. Now they're having record warm weather in Alaska. And 2 days ago, a powerful magnitude 6.6 earthquake killed at least 6 people and injured 100 in the southern Philippines, as you see the epicenter right there. And the North Atlantic's mystery spot is under Greenland. It's an anomaly that's still being looked into. And a mysterious unnamed X-37B space plane lands in Florida after a record 780 days in orbit. Interesting. Cyclone Kayar, as of 2 days ago, becomes the most powerful storm on this planet, going from the equivalent of a Category 2 to a Category 4 storm in just 6 hours, which they claim is a record. South coast of Oman has been flooded. Kayar is a record storm. Happy Halloween from space. A collision of 2 galaxies actually looks like a ghost face staring at us. That's the collision of 2 galaxies. Some are calling it an alien face, some are calling it a ghost face, but that's an image from Hubble showing 2 galaxies colliding into each other. Quite the image there. I'm trying to move to the next as quickly as possible. And yesterday, Ridgecrest earthquakes exposed mysterious, unknown fossils of some sort of creatures or giants. Who knows? This world still remains a lot of mystery. Whole lot of mysteries. And flooding, also in the Middle East, taking place right now. I didn't mention that here. Saudi Arabia, they say, is going through some flooding. Someone spoke and told me that that area is going through that again. They told me on YouTube. If you live there or if you know about it, let me know, and I'll share. Flooding, and some more blood rain and blood waters. Flooding along the Missouri River will endure through the winter, leaving some upper Midwest farmland and possibly some homes encased in ice, because when the cold weather comes, it'll freeze all of that overflow of water. That's terrible for the farmers and for our food production. And another lightning strike. Here we have another story of a major lightning strike It dug a 15-foot hole in Fort Worth, Texas, in their parking lot. And they said that's totally crazy how a lightning strike could create a 15-foot hole. This is not from a meteor, not from a jackhammer, not from an explosion or dynamite. This is from a lightning strike, according to the local reports. So, interesting reports there. And I just got this news earlier tonight. Earthquakes are swarming under Mount Rainier in Washington. So, these are the latest earthquake reports out of Washington State in Mount Rainier. So, look out for that. That's something to really pay attention to. And these out-of-control fires, the last article to report right now, these fires are out of control in Australia. They're burning in Australia. They're burning hundreds of koalas alive. In 4,900 acres of forest are now burning. The koalas have been burned alive. Sad news, but it's true to report. I feel the need to report the true news that's happening and just taking place in the world around us. Lord bless us all. I love you all so much. I just wanted to share some of the breaking news and the latest news back from October 24th through Halloween, October 31st. So, just a while, and I decided to take an internet break. I don't know. I might take a break from social media on here, or YouTube, I should say, and instead of sharing online, and just a short break, sharing something else. We'll see. Peace and much love. Signing out. Thank you so much for watching. I can't do this with my link is below if you'd like to leave a donation or leave a like, subscribe, share, and comment, and all of that good stuff. I love you more than I can ever say. Peace. Signing out.